Hey guys, you know you're a Latino when you know not all Latinos are the same. We do share a lot of things. We share El Chavo del Ocho, we share moms and chanclas, we share Viva Peru or Big Vapor Rubs, but we're different in many ways. Today I will look in particular at Colombia, Mexico and Puerto Rico and some of the bizarre and maybe extravagant things that make these places unique. I must first say, I am from Colombia, born and raised, so I will probably be more accurate with my beautiful country. So Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, I apologize if I don't get you 100% right today. Please, correct me and educate me. And of course, this is all meant as entertainment. Well, let's start with Colombia, the land of Shakira, Sofia Vergara, and Diego Alonso. Okay, so let me think. 3 things I can tell you about Colombia. First thing is we like to make everything diminutive. It's like we believe we are ginormous and everything that surrounds us is really, really tiny. Instead of carne is carnita, instead of sandwich is sandwichito, instead of $1,000,000 pesos is $1,000,000 pesitos, instead of ahora is ahorita. In Spanish, adding ito or ita at the end of the words makes them small. And in Colombia, this is used to the excess, even for things that are not small. The second thing is that instead of pointing with our fingers, we point with our lips. All the Americans I meet find this mind-blowing. But let me ask you a question. What do you do when you have your hands busy? How do you point? Wait. Put the glass right there. Right there. No, not there. There. Yes. The last thing, and I talk for Colombians, but maybe something that a lot of Latin Americans can relate to. Colombians love talking shit about their countries. We complain about our soccer team, we complain about how sometimes we're not so educated in the streets, we complain about our culture, we complain about the crisis in our country, we complain about violence, we complain about everything. But don't you dare say anything about Colombia if you're not Colombian. We'll get to you. Is it the same in Mexico and Puerto Rico? In any case, Viva Colombia! Now let's move north to Mexico, the country of El Chavo, Luis Miguel, delicious food, and El Chupacabras. So let's see, 3 things about Mexico. We can start with sobremesa. What is sobremesa? Well, in Colombia, if you say sobremesa, it's just the drink that goes with your meal. And I'm not talking about alcohol, I'm talking about juice, water, you alcoholic-minded people. In Mexico, sobremesa is the conversation that you have after the meal. And in Mexico, sobremesas go on and 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 on. There is just no way to escape a sobremesa conversation. Plus, the gossip is pretty good. The second thing about Mexicans is that they have the best parties for kids. And hold on, hear me out on this one. So Mexico is probably the only country in Latin America and the world where you go to a party for a kid and this becomes the biggest party for adults. So let's say you go to Carlitos' 3rd birthday and everything goes normal in the afternoon. We have piñata, there is food, there is dancing, there is kids music, everything is fine. But come 8:30, when the kids are ready to go to sleep, the party changes. People start bringing tequila and Corona. Oops, not coronavirus. Corona the beer. Anyway, people bring the tequila and the beer and the party just goes on until 3 a.m. in the morning, and that's the earliest. Only in Mexico, you go to a kid's party and you leave hangover. And sometimes the same applies for some religious celebrations. Last but not least, from the creators of Big Vapor Rub, Mexicans love lime. They put that thing on everything. Burrito, lime. Tequila, lime. Soup, lime. Beer, lime. Your armpits, lime. Yeah. Gracias, Mexico. Last but not least, we move to Puerto Rico, the Boricua land of Héctor Lavoe, reggaeton, salsa, Jennifer Lopez, and mopongo. So, okay, let me see. 3 things about Puerto Rico. Well, let's start with something I have noticed. Puerto Ricans have never mastered their inside voice. To the untrained ear, you may think that they are yelling all the time, but you're wrong. That's just the way they speak. Baby's always windy in Puerto Rico, and that's why they have to speak loud all the time. I heard about that ocean breeze. The second thing is that Puerto Ricans are the only country in Latin America where people almost by birth are trilingual. Hold on with me. Listen, in Colombia and even I would say Mexico and other countries that I have traveled to, most people really don't speak English. It took me a while and I still struggle to speak English a little bit. But Puerto Ricans in contrast speak Spanish, English, and Spanglish. Listen, in Puerto Rico, Spanglish es un arte. The third thing is that if you're Puerto Rican, you were defined by a moment of transcendental change for this island. This was probably one of the biggest events that Puerto Rico has ever faced. This disaster happened in 2014. It made people cry, question their own existence, question their marriages, their relationships, and question everything that was real and not real. And I'm talking about the divorce of Jennifer Lopez and Marc Anthony. Puerto Ricans remember this day as if it was 9/11. They remember where they were. They remember who they were with. They remember how their aunts and their moms and their sisters, they cried. They started questioning everything around them. To be fair, that's a freaking big deal. Marc Anthony and J. Lopez, they were royalty. As I said before, all of these pecadillos or eccentricities make us unique and they add flavor to what it means to be Latino. It is important to appreciate what unites us and what makes us different. We Latinos, from Jose in Alaska to Marco in southern Chile, we're all brothers and sisters. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, please give us a big like and comment below what are some eccentricities from your countries or some of the eccentricities that you know from the countries that I mentioned. Before you go, I just wanted to say that now Convospeak is on TikTok. Yes, quarantine got to us and we decided to jump on TikTok. It's not a millennial crisis, it's fun. Follow us at Convospeak in TikTok and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you get a notification every time we upload a video. We post weekly videos about Hispanic culture and what it means to be Latino. See you guys next time. Adios amigos.